Good morning, this is Jenny Pell with Growers Magazine, and I'm here with Janine Holstein, and we're in upcountry Maui on her beautiful 24-acre property. So one of the things what we're doing at Growers Magazine is we're showcasing what we're calling pono cannabis, people that are doing cannabis right, people that are growing organically, people that are growing medicinals, people that are using it as an understory plant, people that are providing a need, a niche market, and particularly showcasing women in the cannabis industry. So I want to ask you a few questions about being in the Maui County or state of Hawaii pilot project for legal hemp. And I know that you were one of the, in the second cohort, you got your legal hemp permit, and you're doing a particular strain of cannabis that's non-THC. So tell us about your process, tell us about the medicinals, and tell us like who your clients are and what your market looks like.
Before I went into this whole like land nature thing, although it was always a huge passion of mine, I'm a licensed clinical social worker and I have a PhD in clinical psychology. And so I have clients who have, mental health stuff going on. And so all the medicinal plants that grow here and grow everywhere, really help people in whatever they're suffering with. So in 2019, Hawaii allowed for people to get hemp licenses. So I got my hemp license in 2019, September, I think it was. And at that point it was with the Hawaii Department of Agriculture. It was a state research pilot program where we were basically like the guinea pigs of the state to kind of like try it out and have some kind of research that we were doing. So I grew, 30 something different cultivars of hemp at that point. Most of the seeds, or some of the seeds at that point, were coming from the state actually, because there wasn't hemp here yet, you know? So, but after a few years, they switched it to become a federal USDA program, which is a commercial license. So we obviously got that license right away. And so we are licensed to grow hemp. In the last year and a half to 2 years, the state issued or started a licensure/registration process to be able to process any kind of cannabinoid, non-THC cannabinoid. So we got that license to be able to process CBD and all the cannabinoids. So we're licensed to grow, we're licensed to process. We also have the Made in Hawaii seal and the Made in Maui seal and all the, frills and bells and whistles that we need. We also are fully insured with the cannabis. So, we're crazy legal.
And you also have the testing to make sure that it has the low THC, right? Like you have to.
Yes, that's part of being licensed. Every batch I grow, every batch I process has to be tested by an agent of the government, basically,
right?
Or through a company that's compliant with the government standards. So anything that is above 0.3% THC, I need to destroy. So in those early days, most of it was actually because, and I actually, as the program continued, we would be able to get seed from other places on the mainland. So, but it had to be certified. So I actually got quite a few mainland companies certified in Hawaii so that I could get their seeds. It's a process. It's not a big deal, but it's it's something to go through.
So it's really great to hear what your trial and error process. And you have also a product line called Maui Majesty, right? You have a website. Are you selling product on your website now?
Absolutely, yeah. Sure. We sell all over the country. So we actually, after growing so many different strains and trying different ways of growing, we've landed on CBG. A high CBG strain is our favorite by far in terms of the cannabinoid profile. With CBG is considered the mother of all cannabinoids because as the plant is growing, when the flower starts to develop, all cannabis flowers have some CBG in them as they're young, as they're growing. And the CBG turns into all of the other cannabinoids as the flower matures and becomes a full-grown plant. And so what happens is that includes THC, by the way. CBG turns into THC, it turns into CBD, it turns to CBN, CBC, all of them,
right? And
CBG. So they call it the stem cell of all the cannabinoids.
Wow, that's a great way to think of it.
Right. And I've seen in my experience, CBD oil is also amazing, but CBG, my experience with CBG is that it works faster, it's more potent, it's at least as safe, if not more safe, and it has zero side effects. So I kind of call it like the functioning man CBD, because CBD sometimes if someone takes a lot of it, can have kind of a quick kind of, almost like a mild body buzz, like a calming, that's why it's great for people who want it for sleep at night.
Right,
but
right.
CBG has none of that. So like for someone who wants to like get up in the morning, work, do their normal high level functioning, they can take it first thing in the morning, but when it's time to sleep, it will help their sleep.
Okay.
Some of the experiences that I've witnessed or experienced myself, my friends, my family, my clients, things that CBG oils hit, I would say, includes anxiety, depression, pain, inflammation, sleeplessness. I've seen it hit Parkinson's. There's more, but I can't think of it right this minute.
And before we wrap up on this interview, you're going to get a kosher certification on this land. And
hopefully they're coming out next month to, inspect, and hopefully I pass. So our CBG oil will be kosher certified with the Orthodox Union.